Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Today we're playing the scratch version of Getting Over It. It's the only version that I've ever played. We're going to keep on commentary, see how fast I can do this, and because I've beaten the game before, this is not the moon gravity mode. See how many times I can try and beat this game.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you've broken your scratch project moments after you've shared it, as I have, or you've spent hours working on a project only to notice too late that one of your sprites has unexplainably gone missing. If you've made use of that difficult to name thing of thing block within the sensing category, amazingly useful but capable due to a scratch bug of leaving you crying as it dumps all your scripts in one big and ordered heap. If you've made real progress coding a game over the course of the week, only to come back the next day to discover you weren't even logged in, nothing has been saving. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day at school, then what you're about to go through may be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip.
Damn it!
I'll understand if you need to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and remember to pause the game by pressing P.
Does that actually work?
On Scratch you can find loads of remixed or reimagined recreations of existing games. And with good reason. George Bernard Shaw said, "Imitation is not just the sincerest form of flattery, it's the sincerest form of learning." This game is a recreation of a game that came out in 2017, titled Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. That game in turn was a homage to a free game that came out in 2002. Both games involved dragging yourself, using a hammer, up a mountain assembled from assets and objects sourced from many other games. It seems appropriate then that, when trying to recreate Getting Over It in Scratch, that we should construct our mountain from the same assets used in literally millions of Scratch projects, the unmistakable contents of the Scratch costume library.
Mainly because I can't afford it.
Unlike Unity or Unreal, Scratch does not provide you with a built-in physics or 3D rendering engine. It has no state-of-the-art debugger. You can't even pause your scripts. We are forced to program old school. Our experience capped at 30 frames per second on a 480 by 360 pixel stage.
That's the hardest part.
But these very restrictions force us to experiment, to think out of the box, to grow as developers as we become masters of all things Scratch. And let's not forget, what we lack in technology, we make up for in community. This fantastic bunch of budding software engineers, building, learning, creating, playing, remixing, as diverse a group of people as the very Scratch assets we now so skillfully attempt to ascend. The act of climbing, in the digital world or in the real world, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavour. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. When you start Getting Over It, you're standing next to a dead tree, which blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. You prod and poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and strength, trying to find a way up. When starting a new Scratch project, that initial blank slate is both refreshing and at times a little scary. Wouldn't it be great if we could travel forward in time and review our finished projects to see how well they turned out? I certainly wish we could. The real draw of coding, what gives it that special zing, is the challenge of accomplishing something you've never done before.
Actually, I've coded before.
At this point, you don't want to fall into the trap of rushing into creating loads of content, designing all the levels, the player costumes, all the easier stuff that can be perfected later. No, before all that, you need to prod and poke that tree. That is, understanding the coding difficulties you're expecting to face, and try out any ideas to solve them. You may not be able to time travel, but at least this way you can get a good idea of how well your project is like to go, and potentially save yourself a lot of time.
3:27 I think it is.
This project began life a couple of months ago as 3 simple scripts: the player, hammer and level. I spent no time on the art, just using ScratchCat and a few rectangles drawn in the sprite editor. The scripts for the player quickly mocked up in a similar fashion to those I teach on my YouTube channel. With the hammer I had to improvise because I've never done anything quite like that before. And boy did I prod and poke at those scripts.
Race to 500,000.
What I had imagined and the results I was achieving were hard to reconcile. The hammer and the player sprites would get stuck in the walls and ground, shake and jiggle and clip up to the top of the screen,
No.
Worst of all, when I tried the bread and butter action of lifting the player up upon the hammer, any tiny movement would throw the player into a crazy up and down motion as if bouncing upon a possessed pogo stick.
No!
Things
No!
don't always turn out as you want them to, and sometimes it's good to take a break. So,
No.
for the time being,
I'm
I
live
shelved the
streaming.
project,
I'm not.
letting it slowly slip down the list of unshared
I would have
projects,
gone on Twitch.
joining
but
the countless multitude of unfinished, unseen projects that haunt the vast storage archives of MIT. Have you,
No.
as you've been playing this game,
thought we
stopped to wonder how you can balance on a hammer that is held out to one side? It feels quite natural in game, but try it in the real world, and you'll not get your feet off the ground.
It's not
No,
really got any
this
feet.
game is bending the rules of physics. Although I was not actively working on the project, the desire to code the game and solve the initial problems constantly played on my mind.
I doubt they did. But
Finally,
fine.
I decided
No.
to give it another go.
No. Come on. We almost fell.
Research is a powerful tool. Don't just rely on what you think you know. YouTube can be a great resource for gameplay videos. Being able to pause and rewind the action is invaluable. Did you know that you can step through videos frame by frame using the angled bracket keys?
Try that with one of my most recent
My
videos,
research
try
helped
and get
confirm
to
many
views.
thoughts I'd been having, and also
My
uncovered
videos
some
got like 8
nuances
views.
around mouse movement that had really got me stumped. All this was food
Oh,
for my
no.
brain, and I was super fired up to bring it all to scratch. And so, back in Scratch, I completely restructured the player and hammer scripts, bringing the scripts together in a single sprite. This allowed the movement of the two objects to be tracked together and to move dependent on each other. Of course, in coding, as in real life, you often have to compromise. It isn't reasonable to implement a full physics engine in Scratch, but often it's enough to create a good estimate of what the player is expecting.
Yes! Yes! No.
1 + 1 is 2. If this wasn't always the case, if sometimes the answer was 3, then we would be in trouble. The addition operator is therefore referred to as deterministic. Similarly in Scratch, if your player sprite reports that it isn't touching the level, then you would expect, assuming the player is not moved relative to the level, that this would continue to be
We
the
almost
case.
got the bad ending on the stream.
As it turns out, the sensing block in Scratch does not behave like this.
7
It
minutes.
can be non-deterministic. This is down to how Scratch draws its sprites. Their size and shape can change very slightly depending where on the screen they are first visualised.
Let's go.
This
No,
can easily
yes,
break a
I've
carefully
held-
crafted
I've held
platforming
character
script,
saved
resulting in
us.
sprites becoming trapped, teleporting to the edge of the screen, or worse of all, your game freezing up.
Let's go.
One
We
solution
got
I'm fond of
over
using
it.
is to create a short fix-up script that, on detecting an unexpected collision, moves the sprite this way and that in an ordered pattern until it finds a spot close by where the sprite no
Wow.
longer reports as touching the level.
Actually beat
This
the
is an
game in
important
7
feature in this game.
minutes.
It should go completely unnoticed to the player,
Crazy.
but without it, the game can go horribly wrong. And now the final climb. I'm sorry to say goodbye,
Sorry to say
but thanks for
goodbye.
playing my game, for giving me the time. Level.
Oh.
Up the tree you go. Your struggles end in sight.
Yeah, we got
Up
like
past
one
the star
viewer.
you go, as you drift.
Right. Let's try and beat it again, just in a faster time. Commentary? Nah. I think we'll do fine. Let's go. Yep. Already off to a bad start. Already off to an even worse start. Great. Imagine if the water was chasing you the entire time. Like, and remember, when you touch the water, you restart, and you get to like choose the pace which you go at, just to like make sure that you do it. I would be screwed. Now, Scratch getting over its speedrunners would be like easy. Wait, what's the world record? Like 50 odd seconds? Imagine if somebody managed to beat the game in like half a minute. Like, not get Scratch, but like the actual getting over it. How long will I stream for? I have no clue. I might just stream for like an hour or less. Don't know. Depending on, I'm only doing 3 runs because. Ooh, let's try slide skip. because I'm going out to Wet n Wild. Yes, I just revealed where I live. Great. Now people know that I live in England. People have already known that I lived in England. Let's try slide skip. Yep, nope, not working. How many runs will I complete? I wish I was like a famous YouTuber with like. I wish some of my subscribers actually checked out my live stream. Like, I'm not checking how many viewers I have, but I wish I had like 24 viewers on my live. Because I have 318 people subscribed. Like, try and get it to 320 by the end of this week. I mean, like, I'm close. No. Let's go. My mouse pad is so small. No. Wait, I want to try and get the bad ending. See if he's programmed the bad ending in, or whether I just have to like restart. Right, new objective, get the bad ending. Oh, what about Snake? No, not again. I can't bang my chair, like hit it with my fist. I can't do that anymore because one of the screws like came out. So when the last time I did it, fall only up. I wasn't streaming, I was recording. Like I think I broke one of the screws like out of the actual socket. The way I said I can't bang my chair. That sounded so wrong. No, do not fall down there, otherwise I will literally kill you, Scratch Cat. Like, I will throw you from the actual bad ending. He's like, I know what you're trying to do, and I will not let thou do it. No, I've already got the bad ending. No. Would I rather complete this game or get the bad ending? Complete the game. Oh, what if I was on Twitch as well? Getting over it in Minecraft would be so... No! Well, that's just great. That's great. Perfect. Amazing. Just what I need. Amazing. I'm very, very happy that I get to start all over again. Right back from the damn beginning. It's amazing, I know. It's amazing. I can't wait to do it again. Can't wait. Can't wait. Just can't. Just can't wait. No, no, stupid.
What?
I do not have the time in my life to stream 24/7.
What?
Don't know how like Jack and Will managed to do it. I just stream 24/7. Like, my computer would kill me. Like, my computer would just be like, hell no, I'm gonna kill you now. It would like jump like in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping. It would just like blow up in front of me, and I'd be like, no. And my house would catch on fire, and then we would have to like evacuate.
What?
Also, I can't wait for Mr. Beast to like get 350 million. Mr. Beast 300 million award. When will he get it? When will he get it? When will Mr. Beast get his 300 million award? That's gonna be big. Nah, I'm quitting. Goodbye. I've just had enough. I'm just gonna check the actual stream. Just Kit the Countryman. Amazing. Nice to meet you. I am so happy. Just great. Just great. Just happy. Just as happy as possible. I fell over. Great.